Because I had always intended to sanitize the cement industry. You guys recall that recently I laid in Parliament after all the controversy on the other one. There wasn't much on the cement manufacturing regulations, but eventually that was sorted out and it was passed into law. So we have an LI that regulates production of cement in the country. So we now insist on qualitative products in the country. But you would also realize that for a long time, you never see cement prices de-escalating. It's always escalating. It's always going up through the ceiling, through the roof, and towards the skies. Somehow, something has to be done about this. At a point in time, we were not producing so much cement in the country. Now we have an installed capacity of over 11 million tons in the country. Our demand is nothing like 11 million, so it must be a very profitable enterprise. But I think it behoves on those in responsible positions in authority to ensure that the good people of Ghana are not fleas. I am not comfortable. I don't believe that we're getting good prices for all that it's worth. I think there's something fundamentally wrong with the pricing of cement in the country. It was about the same issue that we tackled when we were at the Ministry of Energy. We recall in the early part of administration of President Kufuor, we decided to introduce the National Petroleum Authority. That is what it's now regulating. The system that we put in place, it was now regulating petroleum pricing in the country. There are some items which are of such considerable importance to the country. It's for the general use of everyone. Petroleum products, there's nothing anyone can do about it. I mean, it's a kind of sine qua non. We all would have to, at one point or the other, depend on petroleum products. No doubt about that. Cement has acquired that kind of, has acquired that status. Every sector of the economy, your house, whatever projects, whatever, you require cement for that purpose. Now, I take the view that it's about time that the country was better served by those who are selling this product to us. You have a kind of arbitrariness in the pricing of cement. You come to Accra, you have it used to be 80 whatever. When I last checked with those in the sector, was a situation where they said they were selling at 80 something cities. Well, the next they knew somebody was selling at 90 something and was without authority. And it's been so haphazard. I strongly believe that there must be some sanity in the system. Now, to ensure that there's sanity in it, in the law, the LI about the pricing, about manufacture, cement manufacturing that we just talked about, I introduced a committee to take charge of the activities that are spelled out in the LI. Now, I asked them in the last 1 month or so to make sure that there was a meeting of all the stakeholders, including the Ghana Cement Manufacturers Association, those guys, meeting all of them. That is after I had met with them many times in my own office to ram home to them the need for there to be some sense, some stability, some. I told them point blank that I took the view that the country and the good people of Ghana were not being served properly when it came to the pricing of petrol, this and the cement prices, and so it's about time that we had a holistic look at it and make sure that prices charged will take account of whatever factor that goes into it, that we could arrive at some sensible compromise. I encourage them to publish their pricing weekly, monthly through this committee. I encourage them to make sure that there was a stabilization. It's like the kind of stabilization fund that we put up, we established under the fund under the petroleum sector. put something together. So we have a situation where in Bolga, a bag of cement sells the same as it sells in Accra. In Kumasi, it sells the same as it sells at Sefi. We discuss all these matters, and then of course let also ensure that there is some kind of sense. It shouldn't be so arbitrary. I wouldn't allow a situation where you then have an oligarchy operating when there wasn't a monopoly. Even though there was a monopoly, when Gasem was the only company operating, we tended to have a monopoly. Now we have all of them, and still petroleum cement prices are not coming down. So I asked them to ensure that something was done about this. In my absence, I was told that the minister wasn't going to be able to do anything. They would not listen, they wouldn't do it, they would go the way they want. Well, I have only one other avenue. I mean, encouraging them to do it is a moral persuasion. If moral persuasion fails, there is a system in the country, there's a constitution. We operate by rule of law. You come to parliament and then you ensure that there are laws. I mean, we have the constitution. So if the constitution mandates me to bring an ally, I bring the ally to ensure that somebody abides by if we don't accept the moral principle, at least some sort of economic principle, the good people of Ghana must benefit. I don't think it is fair for the way they are pricing and the way haphazardly each one of them deciding and dictating how much a bag of cement should be sold for. This is quite apart from the quality that they are producing. Some of the companies are producing substandard products. We have had to deal with this matter. Ghana Standards Authority, which is in charge of this whole program, has had a hard time tackling quite a few of these companies, but we are on track with respect to that. So yesterday what I did was that I brought a copy of the LI, which has been perfected by the Attorney General, to the leadership of Parliament. The copy was supposed to be given to the minority side to have a good look at it.